Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel Cars on Ride. I hope you're all doing great. Today, we've got something really exciting lined up for you. We're taking a deep dive into one of the most unique and compact city cars you'll see on the road in 2026, the all-new Smart Fortwo. If you've ever thought small cars were boring or basic, think again, because this latest Fortwo is proving that great things really do come in small packages. So, buckle up and let's find out what makes this tiny titan one of the most fascinating cars of the year. Now, let's start with a bit of context. The Smart Fortwo has always been about one thing: urban mobility. It's designed for the city, for tight parking spaces, narrow streets, and the kind of traffic most of us dread. Since its debut back in the late 1990s, the Fortwo has built a strong identity as the go-to microcar that's practical, quirky, and surprisingly stylish. But the 2026 model is something else entirely. Smart has gone electric, modern, and more premium than ever before. On first glance, the new Smart Fortwo looks like it's grown up, while still keeping that iconic stubby shape. It's still instantly recognizable, short, upright, and almost toy-like, but with sharper lines, smoother curves, and a much more futuristic presence. The LED headlights now stretch beautifully into the grille area, giving it a more expressive front end. Around the back, the taillights feature the distinctive pixel-style lighting we've seen in other Smart models, giving it a bit of a luxury vibe. And because Smart is now partly owned by Geely, the same group behind brands like Volvo and Polestar, you can really feel the improvement in build quality and design sophistication. Size-wise, it's still perfect for urban living, measuring just about 2.7 meters long. You can practically fit two of these in a normal parking space. But inside, it's surprisingly roomy. The two-seat layout remains, of course, but the new dashboard design makes clever use of space. You've got a minimalist digital cockpit, a floating touchscreen in the center, and a refreshed steering wheel that feels more upmarket than ever before. The seats are made from recycled materials, part of Smart's push towards sustainability, and there's a good balance between comfort and support for short trips around town. Now, the biggest transformation is, without question, under the skin. The 2026 Smart Fortwo is fully electric, and it rides on a platform co-developed with Geely's C architecture. This means better battery tech, improved efficiency, and a smoother, more stable ride. The electric motor produces around 100 horsepower, which might not sound like a lot, but for a car that weighs less than a ton, it's more than enough. The instant torque delivery gives it a nippy, agile character, perfect for weaving through city traffic or darting around roundabouts. Range-wise, Smart claims the Fortwo can do around 180 to 200 miles on a full charge, which is impressive for something this small. That's easily enough for several days of city driving before needing to plug in again. And when it's time to recharge, fast charging takes the battery from 10% to 80% in under 30 minutes. Plug it into a home wall box overnight, and it'll be ready to go the next morning. One of the things people often underestimate about small EVs is how refined they've become. The 2026 Fortwo is remarkably quiet inside, the cabin is well insulated, and even at motorway speeds, wind noise is surprisingly minimal. Smart has tuned the suspension to absorb bumps nicely, making it feel more stable than the older, bouncier versions. And with rear-wheel drive, the handling is playful and light-hearted, giving you the go-kart-like feeling that makes city driving genuinely fun again. Now, safety has also been a major focus for Smart. The 2026 model comes loaded with driver assistance features that used to be unheard of in such a tiny car. You get lane keeping assist, adaptive cruise control, automatic emergency braking, blind spot monitoring, and even parking assist, which, let's be honest, makes parking the easiest it's ever been. There's also a 360-degree camera system that helps you maneuver in tight spots, something city drivers will absolutely love. Tech-wise, the new Smart Fortwo has finally caught up with the times. You've got a large central touchscreen running Smart OS, with built-in navigation, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and voice control. The interface feels smooth and intuitive, and you can even use your smartphone as a digital key. Just walk up, and the car unlocks automatically. Over-the-air updates mean Smart can add new features and improvements down the line, keeping your car fresh long after you've bought it. Now, let's talk about practicality, because while the Fortwo is, well, Fortwo, it's still surprisingly useful. There's decent boot space for grocery runs or a couple of weekend bags, and the front storage areas are cleverly designed to hold phones, bottles, and even a small laptop. It's not a family car, of course, but as a daily runabout, second car, or something for city professionals, it's ideal. Pricing hasn't been officially confirmed yet for the UK, but early estimates suggest it'll start around £22,000 to £25,000, depending on trim level and options. That puts it right in line with other compact EVs like the Fiat 500e or Mini Cooper Electric. But what really gives the Smart Fortwo an edge is its sheer character. It's a car that stands out, that makes people smile, and that proves electric mobility doesn't have to be boring or expensive. In terms of trims, Smart is expected to offer multiple variants, including a sporty Brabus version with a bit more power, sportier styling, and upgraded suspension. The Brabus Fortwo has always been a fan favorite, offering a more dynamic drive for those who want something extra from their little EV. Now, before we wrap up, let's talk about the Smart Fortwo's place in the 2026 market. With cities becoming more congested, fuel prices fluctuating, and parking space becoming a luxury, cars like the Fortwo make more sense than ever. It's sustainable, efficient, and easy to live with. And with zero emissions and a surprisingly premium design, it's a small car that's perfectly suited for modern urban life. So, what do you think? Would you consider the 2026 Smart Fortwo as your next city companion? Or do you think small cars like this still have limitations that put you off? I'd love to hear your thoughts, so drop your opinions in the comments below. Alright everyone, that's it for today's review. I hope you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2026 Smart Fortwo. If you did, please don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Cars on Ride for more car reviews, comparisons, and updates from the automotive world. Thanks for watching, drive safe, and I'll see you all in the next one.